Which two port numbers are commonly associated with FTP, File Transfer Protocol? FTP uses TCP port 20 for active data transfer and TCP port 21 for administration/control of the session. Which protocol provides an encrypted command line connection to a remote device over TCP port 22? SSH, Secure Shell, provides encrypted remote command line access over TCP port 22, replacing the unencrypted Telnet protocol. Which older remote administration protocol communicates over TCP port 23 but sends all data in the clear, without encryption? Telnet, Telecommunications Network, uses TCP port 23 and provides remote command line access, but unlike SSH, it does not encrypt any communication. Which protocol is used to send email from one mail server to another, and commonly uses TCP port 25? SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, is used to send email between servers and commonly operates over TCP port 25. Which protocol translates a fully qualified domain name, like www.example.com, into an IP address, and commonly uses UDP port 53? DNS, Domain Name System, resolves domain names to IP addresses and commonly uses UDP port 53. Which protocol automatically assigns IP addresses and configuration parameters to devices on a network, using UDP ports 67 and 68? DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, automatically assigns IP addresses and related configuration, using UDP port 67, server, and UDP port 68, client. What port does standard, non-encrypted HTTP traffic commonly use? HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, sends unencrypted web traffic and commonly uses TCP port 80. Which port is used by HTTPS, the encrypted version of the Web Communication Protocol? HTTPS, HTTP Secure, encrypts web traffic and commonly uses TCP port 443. Which email retrieval protocol uses TCP port 110 and downloads messages to a local device? POP3, Post Office Protocol version 3, commonly uses TCP port 110 to transfer email down to a local client. Which email retrieval protocol uses TCP port 143 and allows synchronized management of folders and messages across multiple devices? IMAP 4, Internet Message Access Protocol version 4, uses TCP port 143 and, unlike POP3, keeps mailbox state synchronized across multiple clients. Which legacy Windows protocol used UDP port 137 for name service and TCP port 139 for session/file transfer setup? NetBIOS used UDP port 137 for name service, similar to DNS, and TCP port 139 to set up sessions for file transfers on older Windows systems. Which port is used by modern, direct SMB, server message block, communication that does not rely on NetBIOS? Modern Windows systems use direct, NetBIOS-less communication for SMB over TCP port 445. Which protocol is used to query a centralized directory database, such as Microsoft Active Directory, and commonly uses TCP port 389? LDAP, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol, is used to query directory services like Active Directory and commonly uses TCP port 389. Which protocol allows remote viewing and control of a Windows desktop over TCP port 3389? RDP, Remote Desktop Protocol, allows remote control and viewing of a Windows device's desktop and commonly uses TCP port 3389. Great job! You made it through all 14 questions. Subscribe to Trivia Challenge for more fun challenges. See you next time.